Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's Dreaded D-Rose report. I was just watching Days of Our Lives, and they got in church playing a porno movie. The soaps are something else anymore. Anyway, WWE has named Sean Cleary a new head of WWE Talent Relations, and clearly it's been within WWE since 2012. Or previously, he was in charge of Human Resources Department, and now he replaces Jane Geddes, which we've seen on Total Divas quite a while back. She's a pretty good sized girl, carries the company. Anyway, she's been promoted to Senior Vice President of Operations for Talent and Live Events, and previously reported WWE will be launching a new animated series called Slam City, which will premiere at the 2014 Royal Rumble. WWE is launching a new line of action figures for the show too, so they've got some big plans for that. Nashville, Tennessee Bulletin during the Impact taping broadcast on Spike TV last night, TNA announced it will be bringing cameras to Lowell, Massachusetts on Sunday, December 29th, as the Lowell Memorial Auditorium will be hosting One Night Only Hardcore Justice pay-per-view, which the event is scheduled to broadcast in domestic and international markets around early 2014. So it's going to be in the can for a while. Big Show is main eventing WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view with Randy Orton because it's the renewal effort, which I mentioned yesterday, within WWE to put larger or bigger wrestlers in the spotlight. This is the reason for Big Show being pushed and why we haven't seen more of, or why we've seen more of Luke Harper and the Great Khali lately. Khali is going to be main eventing sometime. Didn't he have the Punjabi cage match or whatever it was, jail? I think it was with Big Show. I'm not sure now. Anyway, there was a feeling that Daniel Bryan was on top for a few months. WWE's pay-per-view buy rates have been down during that period. The feeling is among upper management is that Bryan is no larger than life wrestler like they want, and that's what fans want. The feeling a guy like Bryant should be in the mid-card having great matches, though. There's always a place for those guys. Vince was, you kind of hate that, on the right track because he wanted the big monster people with the big physiques and everything, but they kind of gave up on that. I don't know whether they ran their course on them or what, but then they wanted to go for wrestling. Well, wrestling's okay, but it's not that. Oh, well. Jack Swagger wrestled Fernando, believe it or not, of the Los Matadors on Thursday's live event in Dublin. Cesaro was not there because he was apparently doing some promotional work over in Munich. Wrestling Observer newsletter reports early this week that WWE did make an offer to AJ Styles recently, but was far less than what he was making in TNA. And AJ took to Twitter and responded to this report and says, "Hey, let me clear things up. I haven't talked with WWE. And I shouldn't have to tell you this, but don't believe everything you read on the internet. Only what I say. Just don't read it. Whatever I say is cool." And former WCW valet Gorgeous George wrote the following disturbing post on Facebook this week. She says, "Well, it's been nice knowing that after 13 years I am worth only $2,800. My life is up. I own nothing. I'm old. I'm washed up, and all this stuff. Living a life of hell. I want to slit my throat. I have no reason to live." And she's carrying on. She, I would say, probably had a few drinks when she put that in on Facebook. But she says, "I am 37 with no car, family, kids. Hey, you ought to come over. I've been married 5 times." That's a walk in the park. So anyway, she's getting divorced. She's all upset. There's fans upset at the WWE live event in Dublin too Thursday because Daniel Bryan wasn't there. Bryan was heavily advertised and promoted on radio and TV advertisements leading up to the show. Anyway, after the show, the fans chatted about wanting refunds, but WWE didn't offer them. Wade Barrett came out as bad news. They should have offered refunds before the show, not after you've already seen it, and then they should have said something. Or at the first, event coming out, say, "Hey, he's not here. If you want to go ahead and go, go." Anyway, Barrett came out as Bad News Barrett, believe it or not, at WWE live event in Dublin. He cut a heel promo on Ireland before defeating Zack Ryder. Barrett ended the promo with "God Save Our Queen," which caused fans to throw a bottle, cup, and trash at him. WWE announced on Thursday that they're going to be opening up a new international office in Munich, Germany, which I think the reason why, remember I told you yesterday about the lawsuit that got thrown out because they never had a corporate office in one of those countries, I forget where it was, and they never had the rights to have, they were suing a company over there for copyright infringements, but they don't, you got to have a company there in order and produce stuff and have things there that before the copyright infringement really takes effect, and they didn't have anybody there, so now they're putting probably 5 or 6 different countries a corporate office, or an office anyway. WWE's website looking up at the 10 most dangerous 5'10" and under wrestlers. The list looks like Taz, Mad Dog Vachon, Perry Saturn, Kevin Sullivan, Danny Hodge, Dean Malenko, Ray Stevens, Dynamite Kid, Ron Garvin, and Nunzio. I think he was only 5'5" or 4. WWE Magazine interviewed Hall of Famers Shawn Michaels and Edge for future issues. And when a fan replied to Sunny on Twitter and said that Sable is the sexiest diva to date, Sunny replied the following. She says, Sable's grandma now and hasn't aged well. She continues, says, but legit, she's a grandmother. Her daughter Mariah has gave birth to a 2-year-old. Mark Merrow is the adopted father, her adopted father, and is the only one in her life. Rena disowned her when she was, says 116. Said a real nice lady. Anyway, there was a feud, and I had no hard feelings. This stating the facts told to me by Mark. Wish her the best. Oscar from Men on a Mission. Remember that? M-O-M? He says Mo has kidney problems and needs a kidney transplant, and medical bills aren't fully covered by his insurance, and we're going to have a fundraiser in Humboldt, Tennessee to try and help him out. In the afternoon, Bret Hart will be there giving a seminar to up-and-coming young wrestlers. At night, we'll have a phenomenal backup wrestling show for that seminar, where Men on a Mission will reunite. Sonny and the Bushwhackers and Tugboat even going to be there. All right, WWE ring announcer Lillian Garcia will miss Tuesday's SmackDown taping in Manchester due to WWE opting not to utilize her for their 2-week tour in Europe, which is currently going on. It says, sorry to all my little warriors out there. WWE WrestleMania 2 headliner King Kong Bundy turns 56 years old on Thursday. And also celebrate birthday is former TNA wrestling star Joey Ryan, who turned 34. And Ashley Sabrera, a fitness model who recognizes herself as a pro athlete for International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness, has joined WWE. Good. Raja Gary of WrestlingInc.com reports that there's been talk about adding a new member to the Wyatt family. However, Vince is yet to sign off on the idea. Hang on, probably somebody new. WWE Shop website has several new remote control monster trucks for John Cena, CM Punk, Randy Orton for only $129, $130. Some shipping probably be added on too. Anyway, video service Thursday showing Toronto Mayor Rob Ford, which is a Chris Farley lookalike, by the way, rambling rage going on, using threatening words such as kill and murder. Former WWE star Brutus Barber Beefcake attempted to speak to Ford at Toronto City Hall, but was escorted out by security after cutting a promo on the embattled mayor while advertising a submarine sandwich. He's a big guy, too. And looked like Brutus already got a hold of him. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.